นี้เราอยู่หน้าบริษัทซีเกตนะครับอยู่สมุทรปราการเราจะมาดูขบวนการผลิตฮาร์ดดิสก์เราจากกลุ่มอินเจเนียร์นะจ๊ะเริ่มจากชื่อผมคนแรกครับผมนายสมัครเพิ่มขุนทศสาขาวิศวกรรมโยธา
ครับผมสุตินันท์ นุชพงศ์สาขาวิศวกรรมเครื่องกลครับ
ผมสุพร หานก้าแผนกวิศวกรรมเครื่องกลครับผม
สุรเชษฐ์ทับซ้ายจากวิศวกรรมเครื่องกลครับ
ผู้เชี่ยวชาญทำเครื่องใช้ครับมาจากวิศวกรรมการไฟฟ้า
กิตินันท์ จาริปีครับมาจากวิศวกรรมเครื่องกลครับ
ผมนัทวุฒิใหญ่อยู่มาจากวิศวกรรมไฟฟ้าครับ
ผมมาซ้อมมนัสศักดิ์มาจากวิศวกรรมเครื่องกลครับ
แล้วเรารายงานตัวเสร็จแล้วเราจะพาเข้าไปดูการผลิตฮาร์ดดิสก์อยู่ข้างในโรงงานนะครับ
เดินภาพเดินแบบนี้โอเคเดินแล้วเดี๋ยวพี่ก็ถ่าย
We design them to become your closest friends. Reliable, compatible, responsive, amazingly smart. You might take them for granted, but they hold your stories and memories, your pictures and videos, your music. You trust them as business partners and rely on them to provide your entertainment, knowledge, and communication. The Seagate family of drives. We'd like to share with you how we provided more than 1 billion drives to people around the world. A glimpse of the inside story. Every Seagate drive is comprised of sophisticated components. Recording heads, recording media, electronics, and firmware, all playing a critical role in the storage of information. We have hundreds of scientists and experts in everything from chemistry, physics, and process technology to fluid mechanics and aerodynamics. These specialists design and build the world's most advanced digital storage products by combining their collective expertise. All of the information stored on a hard drive travels through the recording head. This tiny electromagnetic wonder hovers less than 100 atoms above the disk, a gap 100 times thinner than a sheet of paper, reading and writing information on a surface spinning up to 15,000 revolutions per minute. To build these advanced recording heads, silicon wafers are sectioned into increasingly microscopic pieces, attached to mechanical arms called suspension assemblies. These heads are so small that Seagate's thousands of square feet of clean rooms need to be 100 times cleaner than a hospital operating room. Seagate engineers put these recording heads through rigorous testing, screening, and precision measurement before they are positioned in a hard drive. Recording media are the spinning disks that store the information on a hard drive. These disks are manufactured starting with substrates, typically made of glass or aluminum. Then microscopically thin layers of highly specialized magnetic films are applied, enabling the storage of all those trillions of zeros and ones that make up the digital content. The disks are also polished and lubricated before a multi-disc writer applies servo patterns onto each media surface. These servo patterns create a map that determines where all the digital data can be located. The disks are now ready to be integrated into a hard drive. This is where Seagate engineers bring together all of the heads and disks, integrated circuits and motors, software and firmware, and other critical technologies. Assembly begins with base decks, including the motors that spin the disks. Each deck has an electronic tag, similar to a digital fingerprint, that tracks the drive from assembly to testing and also stores key information. Precise and fully automated machinery combines the sophisticated components for each drive. Parts are assembled, balanced, measured, and adjusted according to demanding tolerances. Then, in their state-of-the-art automated testing systems, Seagate can analyze more than 1.5 million drives at a time. These drives will undergo thousands of tests to make absolutely sure they meet our customers' exacting criteria. Our drives are put through procedures that push them beyond reasonable limits in all phases of a drive's development to make sure they run smoothly in all kinds of systems and demanding environments. From an acoustic vault to help us eliminate noise, to chambers that simulate altitudes up to 40,000 feet and pressures well below sea level, drives are cooked to extreme temperatures. We shake and drop them and hit them with thousands of power on and off cycles. Seagate scientists keep dreaming up new ways to test the limits, all with the goal of making sure those drives perform as promised. Seagate is leveraging more than 30 years of leadership in hard drives to develop the next generation of storage technologies. Solid-state drives and hybrid combinations of solid-state and traditional disk storage are already being delivered to customers worldwide. And we continue to push the limits of rotating hard drives with discoveries such as heat-assisted magnetic recording. The future demands increased capacity and faster performance, and this is just the beginning of what's going on in our R&D labs to meet the world's insatiable need for digital storage. Over the next year alone, people and their computers will generate 40 exabytes of new information, the equivalent of 700 billion hours of music, or 13 trillion digital photos. That's a lot of hard drives needed. Hundreds of millions of them. Seagate meets this unprecedented demand through customer-focused innovation and operational excellence. Building 6 hard drives, hybrid drives, and solid-state drives every second. And every one of those drives journeys through more than 1,000 manufacturing steps, flawlessly calibrated to provide the most reliable and consistent supply chain for the more than 1 billion devices delivered to our customers worldwide. Seagate is building the performance, reliability, and quality you depend upon, so you can store, share, protect, and enjoy your digital life.